also to, and they can impart them the skills that are necessary. It's a teething problem, I must admit, because the conversion was rushed before we were ready. But now that it is taking place, we cannot go back. The president has created enough mechanism on how we slowly and surely continue to catch up and provide all the necessary equipment so that we have digital literacy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Allow me to take these 3 questions remaining together so we can finish. The next question goes to Anthony Mbaka from Nyeri National Polytechnic. As ready to ask the next question, Mbaka, use the shortest time possible, please.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for finding time to be the Nyeri National Polytechnic. We don't take it for granted. On behalf of the comrades of the Nyeri National Polytechnic, tunasema wewe ni mkuu. Shukran sana, mheshimiwa. Yes. Next to, moving on to my question. Before I have summarized them in a very simple way. I am going to ask them in a minimal time possible, which is matters affecting youth in the biggest manner. Our biggest challenge as the young people is that we have a very big challenge in drug and substance abuse. Deputy President. Another major problem that is affecting the young people is concerning young leaders and the youth mentorship, Mr. Deputy President. These are some of the major issues that we are facing. And the final one is that Mr. Deputy President, Riji Mkuu, tunakosa role models. We as the young people, we are lacking role models, people to mentor us. Watu ambao tuko nao, they are leading us to the wrong direction. To point out on this, Your Excellency, allow me to point on the challenges that I would like you, as our Deputy President, a person who is concerned with matters concerning young people, to help us in solving. Concerning the challenge of youth mentorship, we have so many associations, student associations back in our county. Governor Mutai Kahiga can confirm that hapa Nyeri kuna kijana anamsumbuanga sana, anaitwa Washira, chairman wa Nyeri Tertiary Students Association. Hizi ni association ambazo these young leaders, after while they are here in the colleges, in universities, wanashikana pale kwa kijiji ambayo tunaita the village. Wanauliza, how well can we help our village? How well can we help our community? Sisi ambao tumepata chance ya kukuja TVET. Amongst them, they have been engaging in so many activities: mentorship, town cleanups, drug awareness walks. And Mheshimiwa, I must point out that these associations are facing a lot of challenges. They need your support. They need your great if you hold on to them. On the next thing concerning drug and awareness, Mr. Deputy President, is that we've got a very bad picture back in the village, whereby a very young child, I like the way Mheshimiwa, wewe ni mtu wa mazoezi.
Mbaka hiyo ni swali ya mwisho tafadhali.
Okay. Yes, Mr. President, we are lacking role models even in the community. Asubuhi unapata mtoto akienda shule amepatana na mzee already ashalewa. These are the pictures in the community.
Thank you, Mbaka.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Quincy Icon, you can pass to Quincy Icon, and then Aginga Boniface, get ready. That's the last question.
Boom. Your Excellency, my name is Quincy Icon. I am a professional dancer, a choreographer, a content creator from Nairobi. And I am here to represent my fellow creatives, my fellow dancers. We have a plea, not necessarily a plea, but a question posing to your foundation and also to the government in terms of inclusivity of dancers, local dancers, street We have thousands and thousands of dancers whom are not represented in any other part where creatives are musicians or acrobats. But a dancer like me who has solely grown my career, it sometimes is very hard because sometimes resources aren't available. Can't actually monetize themselves. They come from a very, very humble background and they want to dance, and this is something that they love to do. Programs that they can help them. Also, centers, creative centers for dancers like me to rehearse, to create our content. The more we put ourselves out there, the more we get brand collaborations, the more we can also push for more jobs by ourselves. So can we get open spaces for that, for dancers?
Thank you, Quincy. And Kinga Boniface. That is the last question.
Okay. Boniface from Kagumo Teachers Training College. That is one of the premier colleges. I have two quick questions. Number one, on digital literacy, one of the key competencies of CBC that has just been mentioned. One of the mega challenges we are facing with digital literacy is lack of the gadgets. It is now a requirement that for us as the teacher training colleges to sit for the NEC exams. For example, we are going to begin NEC exams next month. It is a requirement that it has to be done using a laptop. And therefore, we are required to have a laptop. We come from diverse backgrounds. Help us so that the teacher training colleges, the students, the teacher trainees may get laptops to carry out the NEC assessment. With the corporate sectors, I saw Coca-Cola represented here and any other, so that they may support the teacher trainees in different teacher training colleges to acquire these gadgets.
Thank you.
The very last one, we are the very first cohort of CBC. We are the very first cohort of CBC teacher trainees. Can I request that we just be confirmed permanently so that we may continue with the good spirit of CBC. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Anthony. The issue of drug and substance abuse is a great concern to our government, to the President and I, and indeed the entire government. And we are almost losing an entire generation. And more so in this part of Kenya, the central Kenya region. There were too many drugs being peddled across openly in the sativa, that is bangi, had become almost something that looks like is legal. We even had a presidential candidate whose manifesto to be legalized. That is how low we had sunk as a country. And I saw people clapping for him. It was very worrisome. We had a lot of illicit brews being sold across the country, and we were almost losing an entire generation. We reached a point where we could not even get young people to work. We were trying to do some work for maramming our roads, and we had insisted that our young people, but they were simply not available. It was being done by women and young girls. And even a few young people who would be available for that job, the day they are paid, they don't come back until they finish the money. Our county governments had licensed almost every space in our as bar and restaurant. And you'd find a situation where in a small trading center with 10 buildings, 8 of them are bars. And that is why asked me to lead the battle from the front on curbing illicit use and countering drug abuse. And I must say we have done quite a bit of work. It's not yet 100, almost 70%, by making sure that these drugs are not readily available. The illicit brews, drugs and these illicit brews is quite a bit of an effort. So you find that many people are now sober, and I must say I'm very encouraged that our women are telling me that men are, and they are carrying out their duties as husbands. And I must say, and I hope when I come for Christmas, as I move around, I can see women carrying somebody else at the back. I'll be very encouraged. We have had several challenges. The judiciary has not been very supportive. Meeting yesterday at Karen, and I was telling the representative of the Chief Justice to ask our judges and magistrates, as they determine most of these applications be brought before them, to also exercise judicial notice as parents and know that this is not just being. I've seen where after the exercise is very successful, a judge by the stroke of giving the government the chance to state their case, not to give ex parte orders where these issues are, but to make a determination after inter parte hearing. Let's hear all the, you can make a determination that will help us. I want to talk to our young people. We can stop, we can close down the bars. We can raid the dens where bangi is sold. But it's about you. It's you. For you to be somebody in this country, for you to be somebody someday, to be a man or a woman of substance for that matter, you must be healthy. You must be alive. You must have some good reasoning and some good mind. You cannot be anybody in this country when you are a zombie, when you are drooling around, when you cannot see properly, when you have time, you cannot think clearly, you cannot think properly. I want to ask our young people, you know how much your parents love you. We would want you one day to come and sit where I'm seated. But you cannot come and sit here as deputy president when you are, in your earlier life, you are high on heroin, when you are smoking bangi, when you are partaking illicit brews. The responsibility of keeping off drugs, it's you. Please, my people, my children, as a parent, I plead with you. Your parents need you. The society needs you. The country needs you. You cannot be useful when you are in drugs. And it's about you. We'll make sure that the drugs are not available readily so that you are not tempted. We'll make sure the illicit brews are not readily available. But we cannot stop you from going to look for the drugs where they are sold. And I must say I'm very encouraged because I've met young people, many that I know as a person. And when we made sure that alcohol, illicit brews are not available, bangi is not available, they have confessed to me that after they stopped, they actually regretted that they were partaking drugs. I want to take this opportunity tonight to talk to you as a leader in this country and in this part of Kenya. We depend on you. This country needs you. Your parents have invested money, contribution in bringing you up. Expectation that one day you'll be a successful person. Them in their old age when they cannot take care of themselves. An expectation that you'll come and help them to bring up your younger sister and your younger brother. That you can only do when you are alive, when you... It starts with you, it ends with you. As a government, we'll do what we can, and I'm under very firm instructions from to lead this war from the front. I am working with our officers in the National Government Administration, in the National Police Service, and we are doing what we can. But the real solution is yourself. If any one of you here tonight has anything to do with the drugs, please, as you leave this room, evaluate yourself. Ask yourself, what is your future? What is the expectation of your parents? What is the expectation of society? And make a decision to keep. We have a very big program for rehabilitation, and we have asked all our counties. I want to thank Governor Kahiga, at least to have a facility in every county, and where possible, the way we dedicate a ward for the border to deal with rehabilitation, so that those patients, because those who are addicted are already sick, those are patients, we cannot condemn them. We must have empathy. We must to young leaders mentorship program. We continue to mentor young people. And most of us, like myself, have a proven track record of mentoring young people. By President William Ruto. I looked for a young man from Madera who was an MCA in Konyo Ward, Eric. Like he can be somebody someday. I pleaded with. I said, let's give this young man a chance. I campaigned for him, and he was elected as a member of parliament. Election in Kiamba. I went there. I got a young man called John Joguna, called Kareri Jama, was hijacked by Jubilee then. Didn't have a candidate. So when we identified John Joguna Kawanjiko, we did a poll. He was only Kehara and Irogo Kangata. We moved to Kiamba for 3 months. I called Rwaka and stayed there for 3 months, campaigning for that young man. Because I used to be a DO there, when people saw my commitment in, people started suspecting that he is my biological son because of the commitment. In fact, months just to campaign for somebody who has nothing to do with me. I mentored that young man. I campaigned for and God gave him another chance. He was re-elected on the election. Nyaga, Jane Jerry Minor, 28-year-old girl. I campaigned for her to be women member of parliament. I have been to Pwani University to talk to students there. I have been to Murang'a University to mentor young people into leadership. Tonight I'm here talking to young people. In mentoring young people. And we'll mentor those who want to be mentored. Those who are willing to seek our advice, those who are willing to work with us, we shall do so. Not just in the political world, in the business world, in the corporate world. Businessmen before I came to this office. I have mentored many young people. I gave them capital to start their businesses. In fact, when I was in trouble with the previous administration, I was being accused of money laundering because I had transferred millions of shillings to young people without an agreement. Businesses. And people could not understand why. Some of them would pay me back, others conned me. And that is part of life. Out of every 10 people you meet, 3 pointed you. Even these leaders we mentor, some of them abuse us after we mentor them. They are not just the present, but the future. Finally, from Anthony, is saying that we have students' organizations. Support with the governor. We are more than happy to give whatever support that we can give. Icon, the professor, is an art. And this community of ours do song and dance. And dancing is very healthy. I myself am a very big fan . And it's very soothing to the soul. Dance as much as you can. Ancestors who dance Momboko, Dumo, Kevata. I'll be there. If I hear there's one big man guitar somewhere in town, I'll go there and dance. It's healthy. It keeps your heart pumping right. It keeps you down. I want to say that we, among our 5 pillars of economy, we have a department in the Ministry of Youth and Sports for arts. So that even dancing is supported the same way we support the other content creators. In fact, dancing, pure art, those good moves, calls for a lot of creativity. And it's enjoyable to see people dance. It's even more enjoyable to join in the dancing. We were just here dancing with the Bahati, you know, and he was showing us the moves, and we are also fast learners. We are fast learners. So I really want to encourage you, Icon, that you have not been left out. If there is that gap, it's something I can address. My people are here. Please get in touch. We'll see what you can do so that we monetize artists, these dancers, these actors. An income generating activity. Let them make money out of their talent. You know, we have seen Los Angeles. You know, we have seen what happens in Nollywood in Nigeria. You know, the other day, Bahati, I went to launch his entry into Netflix. You know, he has a good movie. You know, and I will never. I saw some people trying to attack me because I joined content creators. I joined actors. I was an actor. I was a content creator. There's nothing you can do about it. Some of these things you die with them, isn't it? And they will continue being with our young people. And nobody can keep us from our young people. Because they are vibrant, they are knowledgeable, they are very encouraging. Anytime you spend time with the young people, you leave them a better person. And the young people know much more than we do. They are more knowledgeable, they are more exposed and respect. You learn a lot. I have tremendous respect for our young people. I continue listening to them. I continue learning from them. Finally, Boniface Saginga from Kagumo Teachers College. I had a tablets. It's something really that we are working on. And as I explained, within that space we are doing something. I'm afraid I don't want to lie. I'm a truthful person. Me because of being honest and being truthful. But at my age, at 59, I cannot change. I have to live with me and my truthfulness. You just have to. To cheat be a lie. We have over 400,000 teachers who are trained and who are registered by TS. Capacity to absorb them because of the limited physical space is limited. We have absorbed as interns with a guarantee that after 2 years they automatically be PNP. I want to request them to be patient. It's better for you to be an intern than to stay busy. Is a good thing. They are there, they were at home earning zero, teaching no one. Are teaching as BOM teachers at a salary of 5,000-6,000. We have absorbed 15K. It's better to earn 15K, 20K for 2 years. It's not rusty. Then after 2 years, you are confirmed as permanent national. So I want to ask our interns to exercise patience. Rome was not built in a day. And a long journey, a journey of 1,000 miles, starts with the fact that you already have been given a job as an intern. It's already good progress. In 2 years' time, there's automatic conversion. So I want to say the graduates that are coming out, I know the queue is long, but that's the reality of life. Let's all be honest and truthful. I don't want to come here as deputy president and cheat you and lie to you to make you happy. There are other people who graduated 5, 6 years, 10 years ago who are waiting on the queue, and we continue to absorb them as we go on. But the beauty is that we are making good progress, and I really want for making a very firm decision that we need to absorb our teachers, and we need to go out and make sure that our children have enough teachers to teach them. So we continue progressively. You'll be absorbed. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Excellency. Session, and I really want to thank you for taking your time to answer and listen. So I hope comrade umetosheka. Sawa, na kuna next time tutakuja. Tulieni. So Your Excellency, thank you so much. To thank everybody who has partnered with us, anybody who has showed up and helped us with everything, the Regard the Foundation. We really want to thank you so much. May God bless you, sir.
Your Excellency, I now invite you to make your closing remarks.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity once more to interact with our young people, the present and the future of this great. Think about you all the time. This great nation will be labeled at the shopping centers. I would be a very happy leader. Our young people gainfully employed. If I find our young people who have time, that is what we are working on. The president and I and the rest of government are committed. To make something out of their lives. But as I have said, opportunities to find you. You need to be sober. You need to be healthy. You need to be available. But if you fall into the temptation of the other day, some had waited for 10 years, others 12 years, others 15 years. But because they were young people, it starts with you. Take care of yourself, so that as we work on these opportunities, when they come, dream and dream big. All dreams are valid. Future is bright, and don't be dampen your spirit to feel useless and helpless. Timing is always the best. Believe in God, pray and pray. I also want to encourage you to remain true to each other. Have genuine another. Be mindful of the welfare of. So my message tonight, because I don't want to say much, I had a long day, I have a long evening. For putting our young people together. And when I was told to support with this, to do so, to encourage our young people an opportunity to meet and network. This, we want to salute you for the talent. We want to encourage to become a way of, to become means of livelihood. And it is possible. To know that we are Africans, and Africans, we have traditions. Please have respect for your parents. Have respect for your teachers. Anybody who is the age of your father or your mother, that is your parent. Before the world became very liberal, governor can tell you, ourselves when we are young, in the late 60s and the early 70s, a neighbor who was the age of your father could nobody would raise an eye. Today, if you touch somebody's children, you go to court. But that was our society. Have respect for your elders. Have respect for your parents. Have respect for those who are there. Respect your father and mother so that you may inherit the kingdom of God. That's when you respect your parents and those who are the age of your beginning. There is a saying in my community, I don't know how you say it in English, Governor. Where do you mwalimu najua mi bado soma kama wewe. Jogomaje ga yuba ga ikuriro. I don't know how you put that in English. Yeah?
It's a club. It's defined by how you get the piece of timber.
Yeah.
The making of that club.
I don't know how to put it, but I'm saying your future is informed by your youthful behavior. Young person. Once you are respectable as a young person, you grow that way. You will be seen as such by the public. So mine is just to ask you to also learn from those who are older than you. How other people succeed. I've seen this young man called Bahati, was an orphan. By just being focused, today he is an international star. And so work on your youthful upbringing. The kind of language that you use, the kind of words that come from your mouth, let them define who you are, and that will prepare you for the future. Can I introduce the members who have come with me? We have the Honorable Sabina Chege Maito. Please clap for her. We have Geoffrey Wandeto, Member of Parliament for Tetu. We have Waroe Kenanire, the Deputy Governor of Nyeri. We have Honorable James Kichuhi Mwangi, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Nyeri. We have the Honorable Mwangi Gakuya, aka Bazenga, or Bazu, the Member of Parliament for Embakasi North. Mheshimiwa Wainaina Wambugu, aka Kirima, Member of Parliament for Odaya. Mali Women Rep Laikipia. We have the Honorable Jerusha Moma. And of course, we have, who else do we have? We have Edward Mutahi Kahiga, the governor of this great county. We have had a nice evening, and I look forward to meeting you again and again and again. And those programs have been asked to support.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I now invite you here, together with the committee of my youth, to the launch video. Just hold. Great. Sasa nataka tuhesabu pamoja. We will count from 5 together. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coffee. DJ. Look what we have. As you take a photo, as we prepare here, you can be taking your photo, Your Excellency. Napopiga picha, subiri kwanza kidogo, wapige picha moja. Subiri kwanza picha kwanza. You can take the photo together there. Tuangalie kamera pale mbele.